It's definitely the way to shop and make life easier for you, and especially if you're auto pay and you can, go on, you can maintenance all of that. Okay, I love the story which Patricia was telling me about. This is her beautiful charm bracelet and some of the most important memories to Patricia. I love all of her jewelry has that vintage kind of burnished look to it. This adds color. This is a storyteller, and it's available today at $48.28. It's a full 7 inches in length, and these are good size charms. I'm just gonna go out to Patricia right away, because first time at the sale price, and 5 flex pays, and very limited. But each one of these charms is true and near and dear to your heart, Patricia.
Yes, they are, and I know we have a little delayed, but let's start with the little handbag, and we'll work our way around. So there's a little handbag with my Floret logo on it. So obviously that's very dear to me when I started this brand. Then we have a little pearl drop. The next one is like this Weimaraner that was my dog, which we lost about 4 years ago, and it was the most amazing blue Weimaraner in the whole world, and my husband and I still miss her dearly. Then a little rowboat. I remember my grandmother lived on the lake. We'd spend summer there, and she'd always let me go out on the lake by myself and row around, and it's always been a great memory. Then the globe, of course, my passion and love of travel and just learning and adventure. And then I put a TWA plane on there because that was the first plane I ever went on. Yeah. Of course, they're not around anymore. And then just another little bobble, I guess I call it, that I really thought brought color to the bracelet. Then we have a train. I just love trains. And then we have a little spade. I used to always work in my garden with my grandmother. She had a huge garden, and that's where all of our dinners and lunches came from. And so that was always just a fond memory in Minnesota on that lake in the summertime. And then just a little red crystal on there. So this is something very personal and just something I wanted to share. I'm sure everyone has those stories and those memories, but they're just, something that warms their heart.
And it does. You were telling me that earlier. I was like, oh, I love that whole concept in your jewelry. If you could check out more of Patricia's line on hsn.com. I love the patina that you do in your jewelry. It gives it that kind of like you went into an antique store, or you went into a vintage store or estate shop, and you're learning that, those memories and those stories from that person. And it's that feel that you have in the coloring and the designs. I love the little TWA. I remember TWA very, very well. That was my first airline that I ever went on as well.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, and so, but everything does. It's neat, it's special. It has that fun little color. It's a conversation piece. I said it's 7 inches in length, but you also have about a 3/4 extender here too. So if you needed to go ahead and extend it, if you're giving it as a gift or make it a little bit smaller, you can easily do that. But that's the sound of the charm bracelet. I'm looking at Jo across the studio, and she has this on, and it's just, there's a sophistication. I always remember, and still to this day, one of my most fascinating jewelry pieces in my mom's jewelry box was her charm bracelet, because it tells that story, and it's fun, so you can make it to your own, and so if even just one that touches you, enjoy it. Enjoy the great compliments and the first time at this special sale price. Okay, so... Okay, I wasn't sure because I know we have our scarves coming up, but yes, this is